affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Total is one of the world's largest oil companies with a top quality line of lubricants. Total Lubricants has a full product line from passenger cars, motorcycle, heavy industrial equipment, mining, trucking, agriculture, and manufacturing machines and vehicles. Total Lubricants, winning championships in motorsports, including Formula One and World Rally Championships. Total Lubricants are available at all Rubis service stations, leading automotive shops, and distributed by Huggins.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue. Available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Well. Just swap hopping and say good morning. Good morning to the entire tri-state of Grenada, Carriacou, Petit Martinique. Good morning. Let me say good morning to the world. Also, let me take the time out and say good morning to our online listeners this morning, especially those of you who have Facebook. Now, leaving out the, of course, the YouTube listeners, viewers there also, and listeners. Good morning to you. Thanks for making us your choice as always, for getting you up. Yeah, I like to say, get you up and literally running in the morning time, because we got a load to throw at you as always. Let me make that link with my bro over there via Hot 98, see what's up with him this morning, if he's in that kind of mood to do what we do best in the morning time. Let me say good morning to Gary. Yeah.
Up and running. I like it.
Yeah.
Up and running.
Yeah.
Good morning, GT. What's going on, man?
I'm doing good, my brother. I'm doing good. Feeling
another day.
Yeah. I was going to say, how am I feeling this morning? Bordering the 90s. Yeah, I would say. Bordering the 90s. Yeah. In terms of feelings. So that's not too bad, right? That's not too bad. That's not too bad. In terms of feeling. Bordering the 90s, not 100%. I'm just bordering the 90s. So, 80 something into 90s in the 90s. Somewhere about
that's a good for many people. That's a good.
Yeah,
that's acceptable.
Yeah. There are folks who just ain't in the mood for anything today in terms of their feelings. I know. But there are folks who just get up and just say.
It's the middle of the week.
Yeah.
It's time to get crack-a-lacking. You know what I mean? We halfway through.
Something about those extended weekends does affect your rest of your work week. You know that, right?
Yeah, it throws you off.
It throws you off.
Yesterday I got up and after we finished the show, and I went and I put my bin outside by the side of the road. Because I know on a Monday that what we usually do. But when about the middle of the day, after 1, 2, I see my garbage still sitting on there watching me. I was like, wait. Then it dawned on me, shoot.
You're probably thinking, well, the folks from the garbage, who manage the garbage and stuff, they ain't working today. You're probably thinking that, right?
I'm wondering what's going on. Why is my garbage still sitting there by the side of the road, not collected, not picked up as yet?
Oh boy.
So you see how those extended weekends can really throw you off. So you got to recalibrate and put yourself in a different kind of mind frame. But here we are. It's middle of the week, family.
Let me ask you this. You ever thought there's too much holidays? You ever thought about that? Is there too much holidays in this little spice out of us?
There isn't enough.
Isn't enough?
There isn't enough. Come on now. What are you trying to suggest here?
I'm just saying. I just find, look, coming up within this month again, I think we have another 1 or 2 coming up with Monday. What else is coming up? Well, let's come up again.
Bring them on. Bring them on. Bring them on.
You know, there's some
What's taking you so long?
There's some countries are considering, shortening the work week and all of that, making it 4 days. You know, no, I could do that. I can
definitely do with that. Shorten the work days. You get more productivity at the end of it all, and increase salary by about 2%.
Yeah.
You know?
I would say a 5%. You're dropping it too. Okay. You're trying to be moderate. Let me go. Anyway,
can't say no to 5.
That's another story to contemplate on one of these mornings. Let's get set for the word of the day this morning here on a Good Morning Grenada. What's the word of the day for today, Gary?
Polyglot. Polyglot is an adjective, and it's spelled Polyglot. Polyglot. It means knowing or using several languages. That is, being multilingual. It can also mean widely diverse, as in ethnic or cultural origins. Here is a sentence. The resort has polyglot travelers, and the staff converse comfortably in several languages. Here's another one. The city has a polyglot community made up of many cultures.
Yeah.
Your word of the day.
All right.
Polyglot.
You ever come across someone with that particular talent, Gary, who's that per se, a polyglot? You know, they're good at English. I know someone who's good at English, good at French, good at Spanish, and they also speak a little bit of Dutch in between. You understand?
Wow.
Yeah. So
gifted.
Yeah, man.
Well, it takes a lot of time of studies, but commitment is the key to that, huh?
Exactly. Let's roll with the word of the day as we move on through this morning. And that's not the word of the day. Let's get set for the thought of the day. Still got that word of the day pondering on my mind. Let's go through with the thought of the day for today. Listen to this. Knowledge is better than wealth. You have to look after wealth, but knowledge looks after you. That's a bit of an African proverb there for you. Let me repeat it once again. Knowledge is better than wealth. You have to look after wealth, but knowledge looks after you. A bit of an African proverb. Put it into perspective this morning. When I was a teenager, I heard statements about blacks and that said, hey, if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. All right? And it is never too late to learn. Read. As there's an old wise saying that a man who does not read has no advantage over a man who cannot read. So for whatever you RED, that's research, evaluate, appraise, and decipher. RED. That's the thought of the day.
READ.
Yeah, READ. Why did I say RED? That's just read. 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 All right. Hey, that's your thought of the day for today. And what's your take on the thought of the day, Gary? What's your take on it?
I think this pretty much sums it up. Read, man.
Yeah, read.
Was it St. Augustine who said, when you read, you get to travel the world without boarding a plane. Maybe not in so much words he said that, but something to that effect.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's get into a Did You Know segment this morning. I'll certainly leave that up to you. You will also roll directly into the health tip also. So just roll, man. You roll this morning.
All right, before the health tip for this morning, let's go into Did You Know?
Yeah.
And did you know the foot has 26 bones in it?
Yeah, I knew that.
You're showing off now. 26 bones. So all the youngsters at home sitting, listening, the next time you go to school and the teacher asks that question, you can confidently put your hand up and say, Miss Me. 26 bones.
26 bones.
Yes, the foot has 26 bones. And we wouldn't go through the 26 this morning for time constraint, for time reasons. But there you know. All right. Health tip for this morning comes to you compliments of our friends at Mitchell's Health and Wellness Pharmacy, where your family's health is definitely our concern. All right. This morning's health tip has to do with supplements. All right. Has to do with not supplements, but more so vitamins, minerals. How do you know if you are deficient? It's a question that is asked many times. So this morning we're going to look at potassium deficiency. All right. Now, how do you know that? Well, you could become low in potassium in the short term because of diarrhea or vomiting, excessive sweating, antibiotics, laxatives, or diuretics, excessive alcohol consumption, or because of a chronic condition such as kidney disease. All right? Symptoms of a deficiency include muscle weakness, twitches, or cramps, constipation, tingling, and numbness, and an abnormal heart rhythm or palpitations. All right, those are some of the ways, of course, you can know you're deficient. And for natural potassium sources, try bananas, milk, acorn squash, lentils, and kidney beans, and other legumes. All right, you can try those, of course, for your potassium intake. So there you go. So please check your doctor if you are suspecting that you are deficient in any sort of mineral at all, any mineral or vitamin. Right. Check your doctor.
All right, man. There's that simple saying, Gary. Your health is your wealth. You understand? So you can't go wrong. As
cliche as it sounds.
Yeah, always make sure that your health is one of your top priorities in life. Some folks put other things as top priority for them. You understand? And play second best in terms of their health. I'll visit the doctor tomorrow.
Why?
Sometimes I'm guilty of that. I think I mentioned it some time ago. I haven't visited a doctor in more than 20 years. I haven't visited a doctor in more than, because I have the tendency to feel to think that I'm okay. Sometimes I may not be, but I haven't just gone to a doctor. I have that strange thinking that if I go to a doctor one of these days, maybe bad of saying on the real line, he's probably going to tell me something's wrong with me. That's going to stress me out and make me more ill. I just have that vague thought about it. You understand? Maybe it's not a good thought to have, but that's how
Don't blame you at all.
Yeah, somebody just have that. I'm going to visit this doctor and he's going to tell me something that's going to make me more ill than, and then all things to sprinkle.
Get you all worried.
Get me all worried. And your mental state is what keeps you healthy to a point. You understand? Definitely. How you think. You think ill, you're gonna be ill. That's something I always say. If you think you're sick, you're gonna be sick.
That is so true.
So true. Anyway, let's get set for Riddle for this morning here on Good Morning Grenada. Don't forget it's GT and Gary, folks. It's G squared to the one. Don't forget you want to chime in anytime. You can always give us a call 435-2041. That's 435-2041. And as always, you can send us a voice note when we throw the riddle for you in the morning time. Send us a voice note. If they are youngsters going to be participating, if they up and you're probably getting them back into that mood of getting up because next week, right, Gary? No, next week school reopens next week, right?
So soon?
Yeah, so soon. Yeah, school reopens next week. So if you have your son or daughter up already and you want them to chime in, no problem, until we will certainly accommodate them. Here's a riddle for today. Once again, a riddle comes to you compliments of folks at Sleepy Dappers, the all-natural and organic choice for your baby's complete comfort, always for better. Sleepy Dappers. Don't forget you can visit all your favorite shops and supermarkets island-wide and pick yourself up. Sleepy Dappers, do that today. Here's the riddle for today, folks, and see if you could actually break this one down and come up with the answer. Now you're in a cabin and it's pitch black. You have one match on you, and which do you light first? The newspaper, the lamp, the candle, or the fire? That's a riddle there for you. Should I repeat it again? Or those of you via TV are looking at it right now. Those of you on radio, if you missed it just a wee bit, let me do it once again. You in a cabin. Yes, you are in a cabin, and it's pitch black. You have one match on you. Which do you light first? The newspaper, the lamp, the candle, or the fire? All right. If you could break that down, send us a voice note via WhatsApp, and we certainly will play here on Good Morning Grenada when we come back during the second segment this morning.
Now, you all think about this one closely. Yeah. Yeah. This one is it's a tricky one. Okay.
It takes a little bit of pondering upon it a little bit, and see how you can come up with And I'm seeing loads of folks already throwing some answers on us already, Gary. I'm not sure if there's some smart people out there this morning.
Yeah. Smart parents already at it.
Anyway.
That's what I'm talking about.
Thanks
Good morning, Grenada.
Yeah.
Hey, for folks on our Facebook, don't forget, share up the live. Share it up.
Yeah,
We've got one share so far, and I think that one share is GT. All right.
Oh, so, I take care of that already. So if everybody who's logged on, decide to share, you know what, like for the morning for us, man. You know, continue to share the live. Yep.
Let's get it. Let's get some shares going up in here. We got some really juicy topics to discuss this morning. Mm-hmm. So this one is going to be no politics. Fortunately, a gentleman met me yesterday. He said, "Boy, Gary." Who's Gary that was behind TV? I say, yeah. He said, this person, went all in the night time. They talking about what you said the morning and criticizing and getting on politics, but
it's just something I laugh at. I ain't calling names. I would just laugh at that and keep it. Somebody always tell me a statement. Someone always say to me, "Throw that in the bush." You know, so throw that in the bush. Get that all wrapped up in the bush. Anyway, a time check, folks. We're moving up to exactly 15 minutes before the top of the hour this morning here on Good Morning Grenada. It's K105 Hot 98. It's time for the AM edition of news. At 15 minutes before the top of the hour, time check compliments Grace Food. There's also news via GBN TV. The news is next.
11 days after Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard recovered the body of one of the 5 crew members of MV Fairchance, 3 more bodies were retrieved during the continued search operation over the Easter weekend. Rena Perry-Thomas continues to follow this tragic story and brings us tonight's top report.
The Trinidad and Tobago Coast Guard confirmed the recovery of 3 bodies aboard the MV Fairchance on Monday, but there is still 1 crew member unaccounted for. According to an official press release posted by the TTCG, a commercial salvage company was contracted to assist in cutting a hole in the deck of the vessel to access its contents. A hole was cut into the deck, but neither Coast Guard divers nor commercial divers could enter the boat. The salvage company then refloated the vessel, a task that was completed on Easter Sunday. On Monday, members of the Coast Guard, accompanied by police officers, entered the vessel and found 3 bodies, which were later removed to the Forensic Science Center in St. James. While Trinidadian authorities are awaiting post-mortem results to properly identify the bodies, the family of Eric Caliste of Post Royal St. Andrew told GBN News that after the bodies were retrieved, their relative was identified by his gold teeth. The family says one of the other bodies believed to be that of Eric's close friend Devon Celestin of Munich, St. Andrew. Eric's brother Leroy Caliste, in a phone interview with GBN, says this is a difficult period for the family, but they are still relieved to have some closure.
This is very, very, very tough on anybody who had to go through this as a family. They will understand what I'm talking about. But we feeling much a little bit more relaxed now to know where we found the body. The most I decomposed, but so far we know we found the body out of the water, and so we could have a little closure with something, So family still feel a little bit more settled now because we have to understand it's God take a life, So we have to be strong and keep living and thank God for life as well still,
78-year-old Olive Caliste, Eric's mother, thanked everyone who supported their family through this difficult time.
I'm feeling so, happy that they get the body, so I get, to relax myself, So I've thanked everybody who support me, calling me, come to visit me, and I support and I thank you for everything what you have done for me. So I'll give all the thanks and praise that they get the body, so I have a little bit more closure.
TTCG says they remain committed to continuing searches in conjunction with partner agencies for the remaining missing man, who is believed to be the captain, Dexter Chance of St. John, but was residing in St. Vincent. On April 2nd, the Vincentian registered vessel encountered rough sea and subsequently overturned due to a shift of the cargo on board, 5 nautical miles north of Manus Island. 2 of the 7 crew members survived survived and were rescued. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
The Royal Grenada Police Force is investigating the circumstances that surrounds a situation that reportedly occurred on the Sister Isle recently, involving employees of a local business and a visitor that took a combative turn. Here's Rena Pett Thomas once again with that report.
Social media went buzzing over the weekend after a video of an apparent assault at an eating establishment on the Sister Isle of Carriacou went viral. The video shows a Caucasian man confronting and speaking harshly to a bartender with a knife in his hand. Reports are the confrontation started because the visitor wanted a refund of some US dollars paid to the establishment after he disagreed with the exchange rate.
What, uncle?
You know what that's right. You know what they mean. No. Just please, I didn't touch the glass. I didn't agree with the check. Security. You give my money back. Security. No argument. Or. Security.
The incident happened in a well-known restaurant in Carriacou and was confirmed by Officer Kadina Douglas McLean on Tuesday.
In relation to a video as well that we saw in circulation of an assault that occurred in a business establishment in Carriacou, we are presently investigating that matter as well. And once an update is available, it will be made accessible to members of the public.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
The recent High Court judgment on pension for public officers was ventilated on the political platform of the ruling New National Party. The minister leading the Labour Ministry is promising an outcome in the interest of the people. The details in this report from Joseph Kador.
A Labour Minister, Peter David, says the pension issue involving public officers must be resolved in the interest of the people. Minister David addressed the issue publicly for the first time since the High Court judgment in favour of public officers was delivered last month.
I, as Labour Minister, can tell you that we will solve this problem. We have to solve this problem in the interest of working people of this country. I have been a dedicated representative of working people, and through this issue, I'll remain just that.
The Labour Minister was addressing supporters of the New National Party at the official launch of St. Andrew Northwest candidate Delma Thomas and St. Andrew Northeast candidate Kate Lewis-Peters earlier this month. The recent judgment applies to public officers employed within the public service after February 22nd, 1985, and means that for the 37 years after that, payment of pension will have to be made using the NIS Act and the Pre-Constitution Pension Act. The pension judgment was addressed by Attorney General Dia Forrester, who outlined the legal consequences arising from the court's decision on the issue of pension restoration.
There is an issue as to whether payment of pension pursuant to two laws is in keeping with the provisions of Section 92(3) of the Constitution, which makes provisions for public officers to choose which pension is applicable to them, particularly with the High Court having found that payments should be based on the pre-constitution pensions legislation and did not deal with the declaration sought in relation to distinguishing NIS pensions from the pre-constitution pensions legislation.
Starting to count the financial cost to the government, the Attorney General says as the salary of public officers increases in the service, the pension payable to retired public servants will also increase.
For example, if there is a 4% increase in salary to public officers, retired public officers receive a 4% increase in pensions payments. So The decision of the judge is applicable to retired public officers who have passed on, at least the unpaid portion of any pension that may be due to them, and public officers currently within the public service.
The High Court judgment mandates government to ensure that retired public officers receive gratuity payments in addition to the pension benefits and NIS pension. Joseph Kador, GBN News.
According to Investment Migration Insider, for the 5th year in a row, Grenada's Citizenship by Investment program has recorded all-time revenue high in 2021, citing its source as figures from the Ministry of Finance. The report posted on IMI Daily alleges that the program broke a number of records last year. Total revenues, including real estate investment, NTF contributions, and government fees combined, reached a total of 282 million EC dollars, equivalent to US 104.3 million. According to the site, that's an improvement of 11.5% on 2020, adding that this is the first time the program revenue has reached the US $100 million mark. Of a record 566 applications, a 44% increase from 2020, a record 402 were approved. Press Secretary in the Prime Minister's office, Philomena Robertson, was contacted to shine further light on the report. She said she would make attempts to garner more information. This is Primetime edition of news. Coming up, Housing Minister discloses plans to address housing challenges with the construction of small housing schemes. Stay with us.
Hey man, when we come online, you only juking up your phone.
Yeah boy, now as I say, they have an app. I can't find it. I check Play Store. I do a Google search. I can't find it. Man, I get fed up, man.
Nah man, because you look in the wrong place. The app is web-based.
Web-based?
Yes, you access it via your web browser, right? You can add it to your home screen or your desktop, like any regular app. Watch. Look, I have it on my phone, right? And you can access it or add it to any device, your computer, your tablet, any device.
Well, how am I doing that and I can't find it?
Okay, watch. All you have to do is open your browser, right? And type mobile.nawasa.gd. And voila, you see?
Just so?
Yes, and you can download it or access it via the web. Once you have a reliable internet connection, right, you can run the app anywhere, anytime.
So, how I adding that to my home screen?
Right, so you click on those three dots, right, or your web browser setting, and look for the option to install app or add to home screen. Easy peasy.
Well, thank you. Now I could help Auntie June because she was having the same problem too.
The Nawasa app, versatile, fast-paced, and always up to date because it's web-based. So Auntie June won't always have to install update. Once a change is made to the app, it updates automatically, no hassle.
Well, that's a good thing.
Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion.
Ultratech gasoline and diesel, available only at Rubis stations.
Rendeck Community Partnership Initiative, supporting education.
The project for our school is the expansion of the school feeding department and home economics department. Our previous kitchen area has been very small and sometimes it became congested. Therefore, we would like to say a heartfelt thank you to Grendeck for partnering with us in ensuring that we improve the quality of education that we provide here at River Sally Government School.
Grendeck, energizing our community.
Members of the Royal Grenada Police Force say the 2022 Easter weekend had mostly minor occurrences, but some serious incidents are under investigation. More in this Rina Thomas report.
The Easter holiday is over and members of the Royal Grenada Police Force are reporting minor incidents despite the surge in social activities. While this is so, they are presently investigating a few serious criminal activities in various communities, including robbery with violence in St. Patrick. Officer attached to the Community Relations Department, Kadina Douglas McLean, explains.
One robbery with violence occurred at Montrose, where a female victim was robbed of cash and other valuable items and important documents. She was allegedly approached by two assailants who were traveling in a car just after midnight and used cutlasses during the incident. Later the same night, a description matching the assailants and the vehicle from the robbery that happened earlier that night at Montrose allegedly chopped another individual. And the victim of this chopping incident is presently hospitalized and investigations are ongoing.
An 80-year-old man was also admitted to the General Hospital after receiving a stab to the forehead in Cherry Hill, St. George on Saturday. While the investigation is still ongoing into that incident, Douglas McLean says they are also investigating the discovery of a body that was found floating close to Hog Island on Good Friday.
As we are awaiting the results of the autopsy that was ordered, the postmortem that was ordered, and I do not have that information at hand. An additional video in circulation depicting a young lady receiving medical attention as an almost drowning incident. This was, however, later confirmed as an alcohol poisoning, as confirmed by medical assessments and examinations that were done on her.
The officer also highlighted the traffic incidents recorded over the weekend.
In terms of accidents for the weekend, we had a total of 33 accidents, of which 2 were serious accidents. 11 persons were injured as a result of these accidents, and a total of 9 persons were arrested for driving without license. 9 vehicles were also impounded, and 428 fixed penalty tickets were issued.
For GBN News, I am Rina Thomas reporting.
The global crises of the COVID-19 pandemic, Russia's war in Ukraine, and the major fallout such as high prices of food, gas, and other supplies are among the challenges listed as reasons for Grenada to keep the new National Party in power. So says a sitting MP who is seeking re-election, as we hear in this Cherry and Blackman Stephen report.
Parliamentary representative for St. Andrew North West, Delma Thomas, is seeking another term in government under the leadership of Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell. Addressing party supporters during the launch of the party's caretakers for the upcoming general election for the constituencies of St. Andrew North West and St. Andrew North East earlier this month, the sitting MP sees the NNP party as the one to lead the country in these times of challenges.
There are many scars in our society because of the pandemic. We are faced with more economic and social issues. But this government has steadied the ship, and now we are sailing again. And we are not out of the choppy waters. In fact, we are far from it. And that is why we must keep the captain and crew. All because we know so well that leadership matters. Brothers and sisters, the leadership always matters.
She addressed the issue of leadership during challenges.
A war has broken in the Eastern Europe, which has affected the world conditions, and it is affecting the economic situation in every country, including Grenada. We cannot control the war, but from your own experience, you will know which leader is best suited to deal with whatever emerging crisis that will come our way.
Mrs. Thomas admitted that this term in office has been the most challenging in her short political career. However, she said she has delivered on promises made to her constituents.
When I came before you to ask for your vote the last time, I listed a number of projects that I will do within the constituency. I can proudly pull out my report card and say we have ticked
Sharon Blackman, Stephen, GBN News.
During these times, we are facing the same obstacles, changes, and no rules to get through it. We had to find the power from within, pushing limits and conquering every training session to ignite our minds and give our muscles the fuel they need. Powerade Advanced Iron 4 formula with its flavors Mountain Blast, Fruit Punch, and Jagged Ice gives you fast hydration after sweating because of its 4 electrolytes to go the extra mile. Powerade, feel the power.
Join GBN on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. for Interesting Grenadians, a program that showcases the lives of interesting and outstanding Grenadians at home and abroad. It's Interesting Grenadians every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on GBN. Don't you miss it.
And so we have made that link back live via GBN TV. Well, of course, we head back to Hot 98 also. Hey, good morning to one and all. Once again, welcome. It's Good Morning Grenada. How's everybody doing? I guess you just absorb all the news, the forecast, and so forth. We're now getting set to get back into, of course, what we do best. Take care of you in the morning time. Just get you moving here on Good Morning Grenada. Let me go back to my co-host and say good morning to Gary. Gary, we're back live. How's in the Hot 98 over this morning? You've been chatting with your listeners over there. How's it for the morning on that side of things?
Everything is hot, man. You know how it is. Hot 98. That's what we do.
As usual.
Blazing the hits.
Yeah. I know how it is, man. So we're rolling on. We do have some folks who have answered the sent out answers per se. We had some youngsters chiming in this morning. That's good, Gary. We had some youngsters chiming in this morning.
Yeah, I guess they're getting warmed up for the reopening of schools.
I did mention that.
Waking up a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I did mention. I said, parents are probably getting them back into that groove. School's gonna be reopened pretty soon, so they ain't gonna wait until like Monday and try to wake them up. So start breaking them out early. So let's see what some of the youngsters are chiming in with the answer this morning for the riddle. Let's see. This is one of the first ones.
Hello, my name is Ree, and the answer is fire.
So that's Ree giving an answer there. He said the answer is fire. I don't think Ree is correct,
Let's hear what the others have to say.
Let's hear another. Let's hear what another said this morning. Let's listen up to this one.
Hello, my name is Casey, and the answer is light the match first.
Well, Casey has given an answer there. Let's see what another individual said this morning. So, Casey's on the right track. We didn't say if she's correct yet. She's just on the right track in terms of, and we'll let you know officially if she's correct. Let's see what this. I think this one probably could be an adult. Let's see what this one is.
Good morning, guys. I heard that thought even as a little boy too growing up. If you want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. But I recently realized that is a really false statement. If you want to hide something from human beings, that's the right thing. Put it in a book, because I work with a lot of white people, and partner, they don't read a shit. Things right up in their face, and they're not seeing it, and they're doing quite the opposite. So, bless you guys.
All right. Well, I get his point there also. Well, he didn't chime in on the riddle, but I thought it came in for the riddle part of things. But your point taken. Your point well taken there, man. Your point is well taken. Let's see who else we had chiming in terms of voice note for the riddle this morning. Let me see who else. I'm getting all lost up with the voice note this morning. So let's not waste too much time on it. So lots of folks have chimed in via the written messages that they sent in, and you light the match first. That's the correct answer. So the youngster that gave that answer is correct, and we want to thank all of you for participating this morning.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, well, you got to light the match first in order to light anything else.
Yeah, if you want to light the candle, you want to light what was the old statement in the riddle again? Let me see if I can leave my hands on it quickly. No, if you want to, you want to light the newspaper, the lamp, or the candle, or even make that fire, you have to light the match first. All right. So those of you who thought about that, you're certainly correct. All right. It's Good Morning Grenada Gary, you're certainly going to have a cruise ship in port today. We're going to have one in port today. Expect the Guador of the Sea. It has a capacity of 2,440 passengers on board with a crew of 760. That's the lone one we're going to have in port today. So we're going to have some visitors. After a little bit of lapse in visitors for the last couple of days, we're going to have some, But there's also those stayover visitors that we don't have that information. You know, the folks who come in via the airport and stuff. Sometimes we don't have that information.
Sure, yeah.
Those are deemed stayover. They ain't going to come for just a couple of hours like folks via the cruise ship do. They come and spend days, weeks. They're the individual who comes and spend months too.
Yeah, they come for a minute.
Yeah, they come for a wee bit. So, as I mentioned, we're going to have one cruise ship in today, and we're not going to. After today's visit on my list, we're not going to see another until Saturday of this week. All right, so take a note of that. Gary, coming up, June the 4th, 2022.
King of the Grill. That's what's up.
I thought you forgot.
Also,
I thought you forgot that from there, man.
No, man. Also, the karaoke competition, of which the winner can walk away with $500 cash. Cha-ching, ching.
Karaoke. Yeah. Those of you who haven't registered yet, you have up until the 30th of April to register. Here's a number you can call to register. That's 440-3033. 440-3033. That's the number you call to register. Once again, as Gary mentioned a while ago, winners get $500 in cash, in your hand cash. Have you ever participated in a karaoke competition, Gary?
Not in a competition, but I've definitely
done some karaoke.
taken part in karaoke as just fun, not no competition thing.
Well, I don't try singing at all, so I ain't even go in a competition. I don't
well,
even try
the beauty of karaoke is that you carry your own key. There's no shame in the game, really.
Yeah, well,
just those who can really sing that come and spoil it for other people.
I know.
You're spoiling the whole karaoke experience because you come showing off with your magnificent voice. Now, folks like Glenn and I, who don't have such a magnificent voice, we feel intimidated.
I know.
That is taken away. In fact, good singers should be banned from karaoke, if you ask me.
Let me put you in the spot, Gary. When I get another soca from you, boy.
Oh, God. You had to bring that all the way there, right?
Going through my archives of the day, I found one of your songs, One of these mornings,
really?
I put you Anyway.
You need to take that song and put it in the garbage where it's supposed to be.
Anyway, let's move on. It's Good Morning Grenada, folks. Yeah, Gary and myself, we taking you through this morning.
We got some music?
Yeah, we got some music in the mix. We also have Mr. Eugene, of course. He's chilling in the waiting room there. We're going to chit-chat with him also
we'll be chit-chatting with him
when we come back. All right, let's get this one from Sabrina Francis, a track entitled My Girl. All part of Good Morning Grenada. The good stuff, as always. We're coming right back. Stay with us. Don't touch it up.
Just dance and feel like somebody. Free up yourself for you. And we no wine to impress nobody. So no man, no boy, rush you up. You feel that bass, concentrate. And nothing better than self-love. Call your crew, staying up till morning. Free up yourself, pure vibes alone. My love, save it for later. My love, give it. My girl from the islands. Save it for later. My love, give it. My girl from the islands. I see emotion, colorful as can be. Wind up, mommy. Come on now, wake up, fall in love again with someone from way back when music was your friend. Hello, you. I'll be your companion. Tonight's the night. señorita. My love, hear me. My girl from the island. I see you in motion, colorful as can be. Wind up, mommy. My love, hear me. My girl from the island. I see you in motion, colorful as can be. Wind up, mommy.
Sabrina Francis, track entitled My Girl. Hey, it's Good Morning Grenada. We're taking that break. When we come back, we're going to have a chit-chat with Mr. Eugene Gittins. Stick around for that, folks. We're coming back with a whole lot more. It's all about Good Morning Grenada.
Imagine having the home of your dreams. Imagine investing in that piece of property you can call your own. Imagine finally doing that home improvement project you've always been thinking about. It's time to stop imagining and start doing. Let the GUT Credit Union help you take the first step with fantastic rates, affordable repayments, and reduced legal fees. Make the move. Get better terms on your mortgage. Use your home equity to make those dreams a reality. Act now. There's really no place like home. GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
Following the COVID-19 vaccination, some people may experience side effects such as soreness at the injection site, chills, nausea, body aches, or a fever. But these symptoms go away after a few days. These side effects are a result of your immune system responding to the vaccine and are not a sign that you are sick with COVID-19. The COVID-19 vaccines will not give you COVID. When you receive your vaccine, the health worker will advise you what to take if you are experiencing any of these side effects. Remember, these mild side effects cannot compare to you not being able
to Good Morning Grenada. Welcome back, one and all, wherever you at, whatever you're up to this morning. Thanks for tuning in and viewing. Those of you via GBN TV, good morning. Good morning. Those of you via our social media platforms, whether you're viewing via Facebook, good morning, share the live, all right? Those of you via the YouTube, good morning to you also, and thanks for being part of it. Hey, let me go over to my bro on the other side. Hot 98 to say good morning to Gary. Gary, welcome back. We're back.
Welcome back, man.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Good morning, Grenada. Don't forget I think GT, you just said it.
Yeah, we just mentioned it.
Wouldn't hurt if I say it again. Share the link.
Yeah. Share it, man. Share it up. Hey, we got Mr. Eugene Gittins live with us this morning, Gary. Let's see what's up with him if he's listening up already. Let me say good morning to Eugene. How you doing this morning?
Hey, pretty good, man. Can you hear me?
We hearing you loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Oh, okay, cool.
So what's up with you this morning? What's up with you this morning, sir?
Well, this morning, I just want to send an invitation out to Grenadians. Really,
not hearing him, though.
coming up tonight on Interesting Grenadians, I have a very, very interesting guy. Gary and GT, you guys are you guys by any chance football fans?
I'll take a rain check on that, but
take a rain check. Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, whether you're football,
not Rangers, man. I'm taking a rain check. I'm not too sure. I'm a fair weather kind of football fan. Maybe when the World Cup comes around.
I'm one of the alternative sports kind of guy. You understand? You know, if you ever look at my page on Facebook, you see, you ever see those people in those slapping competition, Gary? Let me don't go into that. Let's not go into that this morning. You know, but anyway, let's go.
Whether you're a football fan or not, I'm inviting all our listeners and viewers to listen to Interesting Grenadians tonight at 8 o'clock on GBN TV, Facebook, and YouTube channel, because we have tonight, we're going to be featuring, as you know, the English Premier League is on, and it's into the top 5 right now, you know, and Liverpool seems to be the team that might win. But we have a guy, a Grenadian guy, right? He was born in, where was he born? He was born in Derby, St. Patrick. A guy goes by the name of Brendan Batson. And you know, people who are into football would know that name, Brendan Batson. He was the first black player to play for Arsenal football team in the UK. From there, he went on to Cambridge United. Then he went on to another team, West Brom, and also played for the national team as well. So this is a Grenadian born right here in Derby, and who has made his way to the pinnacle of English football. And he'll be chatting with us tonight to talk us through his journey. And it's a very interesting one. So I want to invite people to please, whether you're into football or not, you can still learn a lot from this gentleman. You know, so just that whole path of success and following your dream type of, you know, so it's a really inspirational story and a really inspirational interview. And of course, he is very Grenadian and loves this country very much, you know, and is very passionate about Grenada as well. And that is tonight, 8 o'clock, Interesting Grenadians. And then next week, I just want to do the last 2 programs. So these are the last 2 programs. So next Wednesday, we have another very interesting guy. And he was recommended by our aerospace engineer. Don't you remember her?
Yes.
Dr. Lucille Joseph. She recommended this another young, brilliant mind, Grenadian. His name is Dr. Jude Phillip, and he is a biomedical engineer. He is at the very prestigious Johns Hopkins University outside DC. And like I said, he's a biomedical engineer and scientist, and he is studying aging and oncology and cancer. So he's like in the study of trying to look at aging and how that process works, and, you know, keeping cells, you know, young so we don't get sick and die too early, as well as cancer research. Right. So 2 really, really, really interesting people coming up on Interesting.
Good stuff, man.
Good stuff. You know, as you said, Eugene, it's Interesting Grenadians. So if you never thought there were Grenadians there that possesses the ability that you speak of, you know, now you know. If you didn't know.
Right.
You know, right?
And yeah, man, we all over, and we're doing great things, and we got to just highlight our Grenadians.
All right.
You know?
So tonight is all about the footballer.
Yeah. So spread
Well, it's good to know that, you know, he paved the way for folks like Jason Roberts, right?
Yeah. He paved the way for a lot of other younger players. Absolutely, Gary. And so spread the word, you know, whether you're a footballer, spread the word to other footballers. They would love it. But just spread the word to people in general, because we didn't have time to really promote this program that well this week. So that's why I'm on here trying to, you know, let people know about this program tonight. So spread the word to as many people as possible, and, you know, tune in. And to the people in diaspora, of course, it's available on Facebook and YouTube channel. But Gary, I never know you sang soca, man. I know a lot of things about it, but I don't remember that at all, man. Let's put up the song, man.
No, man, don't do that.
I ain't gonna do that this morning. I ain't gonna do that.
Pull up the song here now.
That's a part of my life out, right? Leaving the past.
So you know what, Gary, don't say that, because I heard you talking about karaoke, and it's what you say is true, eh?
carry, what you say, carry a key?
Yeah.
Carry your own key, man.
Carry your own key. I agree with that. Because, the reality is, everybody has a voice. And, like some people have a really, nice sounding voice, but everybody's got a voice.
Exactly.
So, I mean, I want to hear your song sometime, man. No worries.
I'll probably email it to you one of these days, man. You'll get a good laugh.
Yeah.
Oh, man. GT, now look at what you've caused, man. Look at what you've caused.
GT, the final question. That theme song you played just before I came on.
The Troubadours. Talk.
It's the Troubadours?
Yeah. The name of the song is actually just Talk.
Okay. What's the name of the song?
Talk. Just simply talk.
Talk. I remember that song, and it was one of my favorite songs. Then I lost track of the song and who did it, so I'm going to go pull it up when I get out.
Good stuff, man.
All right.
Great song.
Thank you, Eugene, once again.
Guys. Man, thanks for having me on and spreading the word for tonight. Interesting Grenadians, 8 p.m. GBN.
All right.
See ya.
Take it easy, my brother. All the best, man. All right. So that was that was Eugene this morning. So, folks, tune in tonight for Interesting Grenadians via GBN TV, our social media platforms also, and be entertained in terms of, of course, Interesting Grenadians, that program with Eugene. All right. Gary, getting set for the Celebrations Club. When we come back, we should chat some more.
Do your thing.
Yeah. It's Good Morning Grenada here on K105 Hot 98 and the GBN TV. Let me say good morning to those of you celebrating today. If it's your B-Day, good morning and happy birthday. Let me see list number 1. Let me grab that list for us. Yeah, it's becoming way of having 2 lists to child in the morning time. Let me see how quickly I can roll through them this morning. Let me say good morning and Sunday warmest greetings going out to Relvon Batiste, a.k.a. Nurse, or Doc as he's also known. And this greetings going on to him from a special friend. Wishing him all the best on his birthday today. All the best on your birthday. Also saying good morning and happy birthday going out to who else is on the list this morning? Who else is on the list? Let me forgo on that one. Let me continue with this. Yeah. Let me say good morning to Rhea McDonald, who's in Canada. Good morning and happy birthday. Goodness going out to her this morning from her father Enos and her mom, wishing her a happy birthday. Let me say good morning also to Michael Prince Jr. of St. Dal Street, Grenville. Goodness going out to him this morning from his mom and dad, sisters, not even members of the family. Let's say good morning to Sarana de Bellot of Castine. Good morning and happy birthday from Mommy Myrtle. Saying good morning also to Sherry Collimore of La Poetry. Good morning. Colin Bishop of Calavini. Good morning. Happy birthday. Marlene Alexander of Adelphi, good morning. Happy birthday to you. Leona Bishop of the Bocas. How you doing this morning? Happy birthday to you also. Saying good morning to K. Julian Gutu. Good morning and happy birthday. Kellon Ruben of Moran. Let me get that. I'm saying Moran, but it's Marianne. Get that right. Marianne and St. George. Yeah, the St. George part just got me over there. So Marianne and St. George, good morning and happy birthday. Val Hofford of St. James. That's in the Birch Grove area. Good morning and happy birthday. Goodness going out to her this morning from her father, our brothers, sisters, all the other members of the family. Stacy Charles. Hey, good morning to Stacy. I remember short B, but hey, good morning to you, little Stacy. How you doing this morning? Yeah, good morning, Stacy. All the best on your birthday today. Let's say good morning to Nathaniel Edwards, Mr. Pearlsman of Bellevue. Good morning, happy birthday. Let's say good morning to Rudell Watton of Molly Grind, St. George. Rudell, good morning to you. Happy birthday from your mom, Pauline. Desiree Cato of Hermitage. Good morning. Happy birthday. Let's say good morning also to Delorna Lawrence of Lower Capital. Good morning. Delorna is actually 9 years old today. Good morning to her from her mom, Londa. Also saying good morning to Richie Phillip of Mount Holland, St. Andrew. Good morning to Richie. How you doing this morning? Your mom, Veronica, and your dad, Dean. They're both wishing you a happy birthday. Andrea Charles of Grand Dance. Good morning to Andrea. All the best on your birthday today. Also Leroy Bowen of Victorian St. Mark. Good morning to him this morning from his entire home circle. Agnes James of La Poetry celebrating. She's actually 88 years old today. Senior citizen. Good morning and happy birthday. 88 could be still considered young. Anyway, good morning. Happy birthday to you. Dwight Felix of Lassaget St. David's. Good morning. Happy birthday. Akira Etienne of Apway Tooth. How are you this morning? Happy birthday. Greetings going on to her this morning from her mom. That's Deborah, her grandmother Edna, and all the other members of the family. Gary Moraine of Bellevue and St. David's. Good morning and happy birthday. Dwayne Hutchinson of Tempe. Good morning and happy birthday. Goodness good out to him this morning from his mom Rhonda. Brothers, sisters, of course, Miss Lana Fletcher is chipping in and wishing him a happy birthday also. Let me say good morning to Kimaya Farmers of Beauregard. Good morning, happy birthday from her entire family. Glendon Charles of Lafayette and St. Andrew. Good morning to you, Glendon. Happy birthday to you once again from your mom, Jennifer, and your dad, Glenn. Let's say good morning to Wendy Nelson of Dunfermline. Good morning, happy birthday. Hey, Janice Batiste of St. Cloud. How are you doing this morning? Happy birthday. And let me say good morning to, that's the name I was given, Iron Face of Gorf. Good morning. Wow, what a AK. Good morning to you. Tylon Auguste of Gorf also celebrating today. Good morning and happy birthday going out to him from his mom, Tahira, and all the other members of the family. And finally on the list this morning, I have an anniversary. This couple is celebrating their third wedding anniversary. That's Anderson and Alessandra Richardson of Chantamel and St. Patrick. Good morning, and you celebrating 3 years of marital bliss. Congratulations and happy anniversary. That's it for the list this morning here on Good Morning Grenada. Let me say good morning to all of the birthday celebrants and the lone couple on the list this morning celebrating their anniversary. Happy anniversary to you. Gary back live here on Good Morning Grenada. And usually this time of the morning that we chit-chat and about current affairs, things that will just get your mind percolating a little bit. And sometimes you may want to chime in on it some way or the other, whether via the Facebook page, you can always send us a note there. WhatsApp, you can always send us a little message there also, or you can call 435-2041. All right, so we're back live, folks, and welcome.
Before I forget, and I did forget yesterday, let us send good wishes to our friend, the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, because he's about to travel, if he has not yet traveled, to Venezuela for medical attention. So let's wish him all the best. All right. So he was experiencing an excruciating pain on his right side.
I was just about to ask you what was actually wrong with him. But
so he's seeking medical attention. It must have been really excruciating. Yeah. He's 75,
Yeah.
How old is Dr. Keith Mitchell, boy? I think Dr. Keith Mitchell older though.
I'm not sure.
Don't get happen.
I don't think the doc is already in here. He's in his 70s already.
Of course he's in his 70s. Are you kidding me, JT? You're letting his young physique fool you. No,
I'm not being fooled by it. But
if Doc is not 75, Doc is 76. I wouldn't be surprised Doc hit 80.
Don't be giving the gentleman all that age, but
I'm telling you.
Anyway, I'm not sure of his age anyway. I'm not sure.
This message man tell me Doc is 17 years. You're probably right. You're probably right. I mean?
Anyway.
Yeah,
but I guess whatever his age is, it doesn't matter at the moment. Anyway. So
last week on the beach, we want to say kudos to those who were on attendance and helped save the life of a young girl who entered into distress while in the water. So there was actually a doctor there, and their lifeguard, for what they were placed there for, indeed, managed to, resuscitate and save the life of that young girl, 16, I think, or so. But yes, I want to say kudos, and y'all give them a round of applause, And what's ironic about this is that the lifeguards had just received fresh new training.
Yeah.
They had just received fresh new training. And you can never underestimate the importance of being ready as a lifeguard, because you just never know when that moment is going to arrive.
It's a real blessing to see that when you go to the beaches these days, lifeguard and present. Years ago it was something that you never saw on the beaches in Grenada. And now the presence there gives you a sense of security, knowing that just in case someone go into distress for some reason or the other, there's assistance there to assist. Because it's the panic and thing that just causes the whole thing sometimes. And if someone is there that could offer assistance, it's an added benefit. So we're really, really grateful for the lifeguard and those who have decided to participate and be part of it. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. Thanks once again for saving a life.
Good job, guys. I mean, Good job, man.
Yeah.
What else can I say?
Yeah.
What else can I say? There is a situation in Carriacou that is making the rounds on the internet that has gone viral.
Yeah.
Before the news really got went viral, I saw a clip of it on social media, and I was really taken aback. You know, GT, I'm sure, unless you've been living under a rock, you
No, I actually saw it over the Easter weekend, and I thought to myself, wow. What ways of, that's where conflict resolution comes in there again, Gary. You understand? I think the individual could have handled himself better. I want to thank the bartender.
Wait, now, who individual are you talking about?
But you talk about the
one that went behind
the individual that went behind the bar and decided to do whatever you want to do, and behave in the manner in which he behave in the manner in which he behaved.
I didn't see the conflict, because I don't know what you was doing in the back there in the first place. Anyhow, let's take a look at the
let's take a look at the clip and you will see what I'm talking about. You will see what I am talking about. If you didn't see the conflict, well, there was a conflict that was going to take place if it did take place.
Video of an apparent assault at an eating establishment on the sister isle of Carriacou went viral. The video shows a Caucasian man confronting and speaking harshly to a bartender with a knife in his hand. Reports are the confrontation started because the visitor wanted a refund of some US dollars paid to the establishment after he disagreed with the exchange rate.
What, uncle?
You know what I'm going to do. You know what I'm doing, right? No. Just please, I didn't touch the brush. I didn't agree with the check. Security. You give my money back. Security. No arguing. Or. Security.
The incident happened in a well-known restaurant in Carriacou and was confirmed by Officer Kadina Douglas McLean on Tuesday.
In relation to a video as well that we saw in circulation of an assault that occurred in a business establishment in Carriacou. We are presently investigating that matter as well. And once an update is available, it will be made accessible to members of the public.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
Hey, Gary. You saying you didn't see the conflict, but they could have. Maybe they could have.
But when I say that, I mean there was nothing to create a conflict. This man seemingly was drinking more than alcohol.
Well,
you know what I mean? Because I don't understand why would something as petty as that would lead to you taking a kitchen knife. And
that was more than a kitchen knife, Gary. The man said he wanted his money back. That's what I picked up from the video. The entire video when I looked at it.
But that's petty thing.
It is.
What you doing there?
It was petty.
What you doing behind the bar?
I think he went too far by going behind the bar.
You think?
He did went too far going behind the bar. I think that's under certain circumstances. I want to thank the bartender for offering the restraint that he did. You understand? Another bartender, he would have been, being plain about it, he would have been badly wounded. If it was,
Let me tell you something. If I was a bartender, I can't come to work for days.
Yeah. You'd probably be investigated, all kind of thing, because...
loss of income, traumatized, medical assistance, because, a lawyer, right, Tini?
One other thing, Gary. Where was the security? The security was secured himself then.
Security was with that knife in this man's hand. The security was never to be found. I'm trying to decipher his accent, but I know it's not English. Because obviously it seems like English is not his first language. That's kind of obvious.
Sound a bit French to me, Sound a bit of a French accent,
I thought my initial thought was Russian, but maybe not. But no, it's sad though, because I tell you what, it raises this story. It raises an ugly head. Because sometimes our visitors, especially Caucasian visitors, tend to forget they are in another man's land. sometimes they tend to forget that. Like I said, I give kudos to the bartender for not blowing this and making this situation go south.
Yeah.
Somebody else would have easily, gone the route of violence.
Yep.
He didn't.
Mm-hmm.
He probably seemed more traumatized than anything else, but
we have a caller, Gary. Let's see what this caller wants to chime in on this. Good morning, caller. How you doing?
Good morning. I just want to say that we shouldn't take these people and them that all about the place come for granted. Some of them are hiding in our country.
True.
Understand?
Very true.
I very much understand where you're coming from there, caller. I very much understand because these people sometimes have little pass above themselves in terms of their behavior and their part of the world.
Listen,
you understand?
He wasn't thinking properly because easily he could have been so in so much trouble. Forget the legal trouble that he's likely going to get into right about now. But had he been in an environment,
if there's going to be any legal trouble,
had he been, and I could think about certain areas in Grenada where he could have been and tried that, and it would not have ended well. Had he been in a different environment, what was he even thinking? You know what I mean? Because that could have gone so bad for him.
Do you know in some other place he's been, the folks who are, or the other folks who are in that particular establishment, well, everybody would have gotten involved. You understand?
Oh, definitely.
Not only the bartender, but everybody else would have gotten involved if he was in other places.
I'm not that
we're encouraging violence. I was just supposed to say that. We're not encouraging violence on any level, but I just think the situation could have...
He should be counting his blessings.
Yeah, I understand. The situation he could have handled himself even better than that. Properly approach, the bartender or whatever issues he was having or whatever, in terms of wanting his money back. That's what I'm picking up from the whole video. I think he could have handled it better and saved the whole situation. This isn't even going to go viral. It didn't even need to go viral at all if he handled it better. You understand? But big up to the bartender once again, and that's what it is there for now, man. That's all I would say.
Yeah, man. So where we at? 20 minutes to the hour.
Yeah, we got JC. We got JC chilling in the waiting room. They're gonna chit chat with him in a short. We due for a break. Let's take that break, Gary. When we come back, we chit chat with JC.
Do you want?
Feeling irate, destination check, so you know we are for the party.
Are you a small business and would like your business to grow? Do you have an event, products or services that people should know about? Be wise, advertise. Book your spot on GBN Shopping Guide. Be part of Grenada's biggest advertising medium, the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Call our sales department now on 440-2446.
So we're back live via GBN TV. We're getting set to go over to, of course, our JC this morning, our traffic cam. Whatever part of the island he is this morning, I'm going to let him do the introduction this morning. Hey, JC, good morning. How you doing? Wherever you at this morning. And I think there's a little bit of audio coming from Gary in the background there. As soon as Gary mutes his audio just a wee bit, we could entertain JC this morning. He's some part of the island. I'm not sure. Let me see. I'm guessing guessing if it's not been previewed yet via GBN TV. I could see it here. He's even in some parts of St. Andrew. So as soon as he, of course, is ready for us, we're gonna take you through that. So we're live here on Good Morning Grenada. 435-2041 is the number. You could give us a call or chime in via. Probably something's on your mind in terms of what we're speaking about. You could always chime in, of course, even with JC with the traffic cam. You could jump in it also. All right, folks, let's set and go over. I think Gary has taken care of his commercial break on his side of things. Hey, JC, good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. Good morning.
How you doing, my brother? How you doing?
I'm good. This morning, traffic cam, we are walking.
Let me hear him. Let me hear GT.
Because recently I've been passing through Grenville and I'm seeing they're doing an upgrade on the drainage.
Yeah. I have passed through Grenville, was it sometime last week myself, and I have noticed that working on the drainage in the around the streets of Grenville, Gary. Well, I know Gary ain't going away in Grenville these days, so that's how he finds out what's going on around the island. Thanks to you. Thanks to you, my brother.
I'm not an engineer, but I'm very concerned.
Yeah? Tell me, why are you?
Is the drainage intended to get the water out of the town of Grenville when rain falls, or to hold more water?
I'm looking at what I just drive through. I didn't stop and look at it.
So just have a look. Because I know the drainage is higher than the road. So that means they'll have to upgrade the road as well.
I'm assuming that also. Well, hopefully.
So just have a look at it.
We're not engineers, but I'm assuming the lifting of it is in aid of holding more water. I understand.
Yeah.
Lifting it up the drains a little bit. Or I would have recommended maybe going down a little bit deeper with the drains, which are able to so the waters from the road were able to sweep into the drains per se.
Before the older folks will tell you that the town of Grenville used to flood before, but what used to happen, it used to have two pumps. On the outside, used to pump the water from out of the town of Grenville into the sea.
Okay.
So most likely you might see an introduction to that.
So what you're saying, that drainage situation that is been put in place right now, you think it makes sense or it doesn't make any sense? What's your take on it?
No, if there isn't pumps in place to pump out the water, the drain doesn't make sense. It may look nice, but it doesn't make sense.
All right. Well, your point taken.
The problem is to quickly get the rainwater out of the town of Grenville after a heavy shower. That's so making the drains bigger it just makes sure that they hold more water, but that doesn't ensure that the water will flow out fast enough to avoid flooding.
All right.
So that's my concern.
I understand where you're coming from. I understand. So I'm assuming the engineer, the authorities, folks at the Ministry of Work, some kind of consideration and thought pattern was put into the work that is taking place.
So you see, similar to the condition what we just have in town, when we have heavy rainfall.
Yeah.
So similar. If they had pumps to pump the water out of the town of St. George when heavy showers, then that will alleviate the flooding.
But you see, but you think there's always going to be the time for someone to go start up a pump and pump the water out? We had to look at it from all directions, We had to look at it from all directions.
In the age of technology, that's the press of a button. That's the press of a button.
That is so true also.
Because so that's happening by the press of a button. Something monitoring the water level.
There's also
as the water level reaches a certain height.
There's pressure sensors that will, with the water reaching a level, will just trip on the pumps. That is understandable also.
Yeah. Look at this. Sorry, look here. No rain hasn't fallen, but look at the water in the drain already.
So the problem they should have worked on for us is thinking about ways of getting the water out faster.
Yes.
That's what I would understand. They should think about ways of getting the water out faster than you fix the drainage the drainage part of it. All right, so maybe they're gonna work at that after, man. Get any benefit of it. What do you think, Gary? They're probably gonna fix that after.
Let's wait and see.
Yeah, man.
After it all's finished, we will take a walk again.
All right.
And then June heavy rains, we will take another walk.
So
I'll have to get water boots and waterproof casing for my devices so we can take a walk. Heavy rain to see if the water is flowing out faster.
So let me don't prejudge the situation yet. It's work in progress. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. When probably there's alternative plans for the whole situation. They probably just start there, and it's probably gonna go another direction as the work progresses. All right. What do you think?
Yeah. Let's see.
I find you in agreement with me this morning. You in agreement with me this
Let's see what the listeners and the viewers have to say.
I'm just showing you the good side of it for now. I'm just trying to be showing a good side of it. You understand?
I'm trying to think positive as well. I mean to say, it will look nice. For one thing, for sure, Gary, it will look nice when it's finished.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not only looking nice, but the intended purpose of it.
All right, man. Hey, JC.
Because for instance, now the drain is higher, Gary. The vendors market. It will be hard for water to get out of the vendors market now that the drain is higher. So that will be a problem. So you see, there's the high sidewalk on both sides of the vendors market. So when there's flooding, there'll be hard for water to get out of the vendors market.
All right. Well, let's wait and see how they're going to remedy that as the whole project moves on. All right. Anyway, man, let's have yourself a great day. Take it easy, my brother. And thanks once again for sharing the information with the viewing and listening public this morning.
Folks, we're on the town of Grenville. We're just looking at the new drainage system and just making some assumption and waiting to see exactly what will unfold.
All right, man. Thanks, JT. Yo, JC.
Have yourselves.
We gotta be careful with assumptions. You know what old people say about assumptions, right? So you gotta be careful with that.
Yeah, I know.
All right, let's say goodbye to JC. Time's running.
All right, man.
All right, have yourself a wonderful Wednesday.
All right. Somebody calling in and say we say again, Gary. So let me let's move on.
Yeah,
it's Good Morning Grenada. Just about 10 more minutes before we wrap this morning, Gary. We drew for another break. Let's take it. Then we come back with the final bits and say here all part of Good Morning Grenada. Let's take that final break. Be coming right back.
Vaccine safety is always a top priority, and this is no different from the COVID-19 vaccines.
The COVID vaccines that we have available are very effective and safe, and it is very important for elderly persons and frontline health workers and other frontline workers to get it, because these vaccines protect you from becoming ill if you get COVID.
As COVID-19 vaccines are approved for use in the general population, monitoring for safety continues. Each COVID-19 vaccine goes through the same clinical trials and rigorous study as with all other vaccines, with the focus on safety and efficacy.
Nothing goes into the nucleus. Nothing affects the genetic code of the human. It is a very safe vaccine. This is a vaccine that we all need to take because it will keep us safe.
Vaccines bring us closer. Choose to get vaccinated.
GBN Television News at 7, a pulse on all things Grenadian. Look out for our new features through expanded synergies with our media partners in Barbados, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Trinidad, and beyond. Capturing the latest in news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Credible, informative. Thank you for making us number one. News at 7, live, Monday to Friday on GBN Television, Channel 7 and 11. K105.5 and 105.9, Hot 98.5 and 98.7, GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel, and www.gbn.gd. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere.
of busy signal. I just had to get that one in the mix here this morning. Let me say good morning to all the folks locked on once again. Good morning and welcome back. Gary, just the final 4 minutes or so left on the show this morning. And
before I go, because I am itching to do this.
Yeah, you want to chip something in? Yeah, go right ahead. Throw it in, man. Throw it in before we wrap.
Last night, lo and behold, I was going through some news items.
Yeah.
And I came across this. Bank of England discovered it owned 599 slaves in Grenada.
Really?
In the 1770s, after claiming it was never directly involved in the trade.
Wow.
All right, so this is news right now that, of course, many people are coming to terms with. Grenada right here, 599. Now an exhibition opening this week at the bank's headquarters in the Tread Needle Street, London, will commemorate the names of each of the 599 slaves.
Wow.
You understand? As a trading ground for sugar, coffee, and slaves, Grenada was a place where fortunes were made and lost in the 18th century, affected by Britain's war with France and American independence. So, hey, let me tell you something. See, you cannot underestimate the amount of wealth we have brought to England.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Through our foreparents. All right? Through our ancestors. You see what I'm saying? Now, this news here, to me, is just a scratch on the surface as to what we need to know and what can be and what would be possibly revealed in the future. Technology is bringing a lot of things to the fore right now.
Yeah.
Things that we did not once know but might have suspected. Technology is now uncovering a lot of ugly truths about our once colonial masters. All right? Things that was not very, very, very impressive. Things that were not very flattering, that they would have rather kept under covers, is now coming to the fore. Right. And this is one of them right there.
You never know when they do, put all those names, and if we ever get to view the names per se.
I'm sure via technology. Yes, man, definitely.
You never know.
Definitely.
Probably there'll be, extended family. You
never know.
You never know, man. You just
first year robots, they'll say them buggers. You see? Yeah,
man. Sometimes it's always a typical touchy subject, it's always a typical touchy subject to get it.
It's not touchy, it's emotional.
Well, touchy, emotional, it all goes
touchy
under the same line.
You don't want to talk about it, you rather leave it aside, and you don't want people to, you don't want to ruffle feathers,
touchy on the side of the folks who may have contributed to it, you understand? They may not want to touch that at all, just in terms of not being involved in it in some way or the other. Emotional for we as people in Grenada, other Caribbean islands where, being part of with the slave trade was heavy, per se, back then, and where we contributed to the wealth that they have accomplished. You understand? But
all we keep hearing is we acknowledge, we acknowledge our unfortunate hands in such atrocities. Give us money. All the money, all the make from the slave. Let me find my name on that thing there. Let me find my son's name on that list.
Lawsuit pending?
I want reparation.
You have a lawsuit pending or something? You never know. There may be a suit pending.
I want reparation. Let me find our Roberts on that list there. You understand? Although my surname is many, but
yeah,
I got many surnames. Yeah.
I actually heard my great grandmom was actually, was a slave per se, slave back then.
Of course, each and every one of us. If I figure
but she was actually she was actually being part of every one of us. Let me don't go there because there's some, as you said, sometimes it brings out that little emotional part of things where you don't want to get into.
It's not you're not your situation is not a unique one.
No, it's not unique to anybody.
If we dig deep enough,
I know we can
trace our ancestors way back, straight in the middle of the plantation.
Yeah. Well. Well,
that's the reality, family. We got to wrap it up.
We got to wrap. Got like 30 seconds left on the show this morning. Hey, bro, take it easy, man. We'll link up tomorrow once again. Do this all over. Have yourself a good one. Take it easy. Hey, we want to thank all the viewers, listeners, those of you via Facebook. Thanks for, of course, being part of the show this morning. Those of you viewing via GBN TV. Those of you listening, K105 Hot 98. Thanks once again for being part of it. Those of you via the YouTube channel, thanks for viewing also. Have yourself a good one. It's Good Morning Grenada. That's what we say goodbye for today.